I guess we going live. Hey everybody, y'all give me a second. I'm trying to set this thing up so I can better read the comments for you guys. Uh, I'm learning how to be technology driven now, you know. All right, so come on, show me that I'm on here. How everybody doing? Ah, there I go. You got to drag. One more thing. Let me put a little closer. Hi, Jet Jasmine. Hey, everybody, what's going on? What's going on? y'all, y'all gotta forgive me. I know it's been a while since I did this, and I get a little. I'm still camera shy, you know. So y'all gotta forgive me. I know y'all don't normally see me drinking anything. Hey, Atlanta, y'all don't see me drinking now, but we out of work quarantine, so I'm cool. Hey, idea. All right, everybody. So let's get serious about this Rona. As if you guys can remember, I told you guys, hey, so happy to catch you live. Thank you so much. So if I don't know if you guys can remember my Super Bowl prediction video when I first spoke about the Rona virus, and I told you guys, and I named the city. I predicted that Kansas City Chiefs was going to win the Super Bowl, to which they did by by a hell of a number. And then my spirit told me that during that there's gonna be something in Kansas City. There's gonna be something in Kansas City. Kansas City was gonna be a major hub. Some was gonna befall Kansas City. Kansas City was gonna be launched in the limelight of this whole coronavirus thing. And before I get to that, I want you guys to just keep that in your heads because it came to life about 3 days ago, and it blew my mind. I woke up 2:30 in the morning, seen it, and I'm like, huh? And I've been looking for it and haven't seen it anymore. But I know I'll explain it to you. But I want to talk about something else. So the first thing I'm going to talk about to you guys, and this is serious. I know I like to joke a little bit. Got me some extra bullets. Hey, we got to dip them bullets in holy water, boy, because this thing right here that's coming, we're going to have to be prayed up to knock this bitch down. So, first thing I want to talk to you guys about something. It's called a hyper sigil. And this is something I'm teaching. By the way, I got a new Patreon account, to which is not really set up. I'm uploading all the videos that teach. Everybody will wonder when I'm going to start teaching, so it's going to be uploaded to Patreon. I think that'll be the best value for the people who want to learn this without me clocking them in the head, as some people call it, other YouTubers that teach these classes, clock them in the head. No, I think a nice Patreon, that should do it. It'll keep me going, keep you guys going, and it's affordable. But so, right now I'm going to talk about hyper sigils. Hyper sigils. And those out there who got a pen and paper, please write this word down because I need you guys to research this on your own. Don't take my word for it. Research it on your own. So we're going to talk about hyper sigil. And I'm going to tell you what a hyper sigil is, and I'm going to tell you how it works. So hyper sigils are when a mass consciousness focus on one thing. It happened, so World War I, we're going to go all the way back to World War I. World War I, that was a hyper sigil because it was so populated in the news and the media, everything. The whole world got plunged in the war due to World War I. If you spoke about World War I, you gave that war power. That's hyper sigil. It's not something that has to be drawn out. It's just something that the human mind had to think about. Second, World War II. Hyper sigil. Speaking about World War II, they didn't talk about the small skirmishes, the battles, etc. They use it as a whole. World War II, the Vietnam War, any war you want to come at, it was a hyper sigil. It was people talking about a certain event. Now, during our lifetime, to where the hyper sigil really took place, and I began to understand what I was looking at. I understood what a hyper sigil was, but mine went all the way back to slavery, the Congos, the slave trade and all that, the commercial mining companies, sugarcane. It was all that type of stuff. You know, the mulattoes versus the blacks, giving the mulattoes more powers than the black when it came to the Brazilians. That's where I was thinking hypersigil was. But then during the event of 9/11, when those trade towers was falling, whether you believe it was man-made, conspiracy theories, or whether you think somebody flew a holographic plane into a building, that's on you. But everybody was so focused on those towers coming down, it was like a it was a hypersigil. So that sole focus of the entire world, to the entire United States, everything focused on that alone. At that time that plane hit, a barrier rift was open. When a barrier rift was open, it allows something to either come through or go through. Now, don't take my word for it. I'm just telling you just how far my magic knowledge goes. This is a Kabbalistic practice. This is a Kabbalistic practice. You wonder how Moses was able to get those people across that Red Sea when he opened up? That was just the whole Egypt that he was delivering. They created a hypersigil, which formed a vortex tunnel to get them all the way through. Pharaoh didn't know how they did it, so he runs his ass up in there and he gets drowned. That's biblical study, but I'm trying to put it all in the spec that I want you guys to understand what's going on. Now, fast forward from trade tower dropping all the way up here to Rona, this Rona thing. Everybody is releasing these passages about Wuhan, China being by Dean Koontz or whoever that guy is, wrote it in a book a couple years in the 80s prior. That's important. He did, because he knew what was going on. But what you're not looking at, that is a spell being cast on every single person on the known planet to create a hypersigil. Now, during this whole Rona thing, they're bringing something through. So what's coming through? I don't know if it's the Antichrist. I can't tell you. My spirits won't even allow me to look that far. They were like, I can't let you see that. That's beyond your ability right now, Baron. But me knowing magic and seals and sigils like I know it, I'm telling you guys this is what's happening. So again, don't take my word for it. Look up hypersigils. Look up how they're made. Look up what happens with them. Look up what can be done with them. It's impressive as fuck. And that's why everybody say, oh, if we all was just united in the world as one, we could garner in peace. That's true, but the human race can't create a hypersigil of peace because we're not at peace with any and everything in our lives and in our country and in our community. You know, digital currency, that's coming up. Digital currency. They say if you don't take the inoculation, you can't leave your house. You can't go nowhere. Wow. Mark of the beast, I say. But hey, I'm okay. The beast can't deal with me. It's what's in my heart and my soul, not what's in my hand. I'm just talking out loud, y'all. So that was hypersigils. That's why I want you guys to sigil is chaotic magic. Of course it is. That's right. It's chaos magic. And that's what when a big event happened to where something is so chaotic and the world is focused on it, boom, that portal opens and it can be done. If you wanna get it into your head how you should look at it, look at Back to the Future. The movie Back to the Future. If you could find something on YouTube, I don't think I can even break it down to a way to make you guys understand it because it's so much going on in there. It'll take me a year just to try to find something on YouTube of how Back to the Future, probably #2, was broken down and how it was a hypersigil done in that whole damn movie. That whole movie led to a portal. And every time he went back a portal, something came back with a butterfly effect. Butterfly effect, that's another movie. It's a sigil, hypersigil, a thought process, chaos magic. Now, on to what I really, now just keep that hypersigil in your head. Google it, look it up, that's on you. Now, the next thing I wrote down that I want to check out, man, I want you guys to talk about, is I'm going to talk to you guys directly about Rona here. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the magic, the chaos magic that was done, that this time the elite got wrong. And I'm telling you this, the elite got this shit wrong. So, did you know that there was a saint called Saint Corona? I don't follow Catholicism, but the saints are there for a reason. The martyrs, I don't know how to say the word. I still got an accent that I hide a lot. So the martyrers, I don't know, I don't care. There is a herb called Theo. You can take it immediately after you. I heard about that. I heard about that herb too. So, so now we're gonna talk about Saint Corona. Saint Corona, they say he's the saint of viruses. He's the saint of viral infections and all that stuff right there. Guess what? His name is in the disease, Corona, Saint Corona. But I think they messed up. Somebody who was doing this didn't research enough, because let me tell you something about Saint Corona. He's not the one that started the viruses. Saint Corona is the saint that negates the viruses. Now, the partner he walks with, hear me out and research this shit. The partner he walks with, the other saint, is called Saint Edmund. Saint Edmund is the one over infections and viral infections. Now, whether elites and got this wrong, I'm gonna stop using the word elites. I'm just gonna say cheese. The whether cheese is got this thing wrong, they thought, okay, we're gonna name this thing after this saint because he has viral in his chart. He has all this stuff right here, and they say, well, we need to tap into this 5G, so we need a saint that can make this shit go viral. Everybody worrying about this respiratory infection viral. He was talking about electronic, internet, airwaves, all this stuff, interconnected, satellites. He was talking about a single source of information going viral, a data stream, I should say, going viral, touching every single person. He wanted something to translate, transform, connect, however you want to call it. So they got it wrong this time around. Granted, they released this thing in the air, this man-made thing in the air. They released it. It's curable. It's curable, and keep in mind, Kansas City, I'm gonna come back to that. It's curable, but if they really wanted to kill off everybody at this moment, they would have used Saint Edmund and came up with a virus and had him lock down, a spiritual virus that would have corrupted our soul, that would have blackened our hearts, that would have done so much damage internally to our mind, our consciousness, and our soul. But they went with Saint Corona, who is supposed to negate viruses. Not saying he can't create it, not saying he can't usher it, not saying he can't do this to it, but Saint Corona, although he walked with virus, he can usher a virus into the next stage. He typically negates that virus, keeping it from being a pandemic. So that's why they called it Corona, because they knew they didn't want it to get out of control, so they had that saint do it. Had they named that bitch the Edmund virus or the E19XYZ shit, we would have been in trouble, because that bitch would have took us down. Because that is a patron saint that stayed sick. He stayed fucking sick. Not to mention Saint Corona, not the beer, not to mention Saint Corona was a young 17-year-old boy that was put to death because they thought he was sick. Now, do you think somebody that was wrongfully accused of being sick will be the patron saint over something that's sickness? God transferred him into the point where he negates that ability. Now, Saint Edmund, he lived a long and happy life and infected so many people with his illness. So when he died, he was known as a patron saint of illnesses. Hey, don't take my word for it. Look it up. This shit is in books, man. That Catholic Bible and knowing them saints got some real stuff going in there. Saint Corona, yeah, he got some real stuff going in there. Death of a 17-year-old happened called due to having nothing insurance, having no insurance. Oh my God, that's too funny. A lot of knowledge. Yeah, it's a lot of knowledge in them saints. So now I talked about that, and again, y'all look it up. Saint Corona negates viral infections. That his name was used to connect the 5G to the world, and I haven't even touched on 5G. That's coming up. That's coming up down here with all this list, and I'm gonna try to do it quick because I don't know how long these lives last anymore. So Saint Corona negates viruses. Saint Edmund, he's the one that creates them and usher them through and basically gives them power. The cheeses messed up, or did they? And they want something so hardcore hitting to mankind. They just wanted something to put us in fear. and saying calling the corona is going to negate itself because he's not going to let it epidemically kill everybody. That's just the way it goes. Now, St. Corona and St. Edmunds, look it up. Do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. All right. Why is that thing going down? Let me check. Make sure the battery ain't bad. Okay, there we go. I've been saying this was BS from the start. It is. It was BS from the start. Hello. So now I'm finna go to another one, right? I'm gonna hold off on the. You know what? Since I just ended with Corona, I'm finna go to Kansas City. Now, again, I'm gonna bring back that live I said when I predicted that Kansas City Chiefs was gonna win the Super Bowl. And then during that same live, I told you my spirit, the Baron, he was telling me Kansas City was gonna be the hub of something really big during this this coronavirus pandemic thing. I assumed that it was gonna be the airport was gonna be shut down because he just kept saying the watch for Kansas City is gonna be big. To which I told you guys, the watch was Kansas City. I was checking the news, nothing was coming up to Kansas City. I'm like, damn, ain't nothing. They not even quarantining bitches. What the hell going on? Just so happened, Kansas City, and research this shit. Try to find it. I can't tell you guys enough. Kansas City University, five people at Kansas City University came up with a cure for the coronavirus. It's a 3-day cure. You take it, you get real sick for 1 day, you sweat, it feel like you're gonna die because they push that shit out your system, and in 3 days you wake up fine, healthy, like you had a fresh sleep, and you walk out the damn hospital with no signs of attack. Kansas City University came up with this. Baron, how the hell you know this? It's not in the news. It's not anywhere. I was alerted. My spirit woke me up 3 day in the morning. I'm from the South, so 3 days is how we talk. They woke me up 3 day in the morning. And as I wake up 3 day in the morning, my TV pops on to the news channel. And it's like one of those news where it's this really tall German lady. She's walking around in a blue dress with those little foot bags over her heels, and she's walking around this whole goddamn disease fixing plant, viral contamination fixer plant, in high heels and a blue dress with gloves on. That's it. No other mask, no shit. She just got shoes to keep the room from being contaminated, bags on the shoe. And she walks around and she's telling the news reporter that they came up with a cure for this, and it lasts 3 days. They tested it on 10 patients, and every last 10 patient that they tested on that was in the final stages of this coronavirus thing, this Rona, 3 days later they walked out. They did an interview with the patient at the same time on the news, and the patient said, I felt like I was near death for 2 to 3 days, but after that, I went to sleep. 12 hours later, I woke up like I just had a refreshing sleep. I had my energy, my health back, and she said this was due to her researchers finding the cure to this thing. She said in the news media broadcast that she's waiting for the CDC or whoever that's over all this medical release to come talk to her to like finish getting it patented, put it out there. I've been trying to look for that article for the longest and I don't see it. And I'm not crazy. No, this actually happened. Kansas City University. Kansas City University, if you guys, again, look this up. It wasn't my dream, it wasn't no vision. This is broad daylight, right? Eyeballs, brain functioning, 3D. Kansas City University has the top viral research, has one of the top viral research facilities to see how they figure out how to kill viruses. They had a top one in Kansas City. Kansas City residents don't know this. That's why when the Baron was telling me during this corona, Kansas City was going to play a big part. Kansas City was going to be super going to play a big part in this. I thought they were going to shut the thing down. That's where global economy was going to shut down martial law. No, them people in Kansas came up with the goddamn cure. Kansas City University. Look it up. Hey, how you doing, G-Wife 2? I'm telling you, man, this is real. The Baron wasn't playing when he said Kansas City was going to do it. So I'm taking all this information and I'm giving it to you guys because I want you guys to really understand what's going on. So that's that. Look it up. Kansas City University, the biggest viral laboratory in Kansas state, however. And they came up with the cure. See, can you find the interview? The journey. I forget her name because it was 2, 3 day in the morning, and I was watching it on TV. And my TV is. I go to sleep watching Netflix sometime and listen to meditation music. But this time I left it on regular antenna, and boom, they was showing it. So Spirit had me made an immune booster. Oh man, nice. Pineapple, lavender tea. Oh wow. Hey, I'll look into it, and if I find the interview, I'll send it to you. Thank you so much. So now that's the next thing. What is sticking me? Oh, so that's the next thing. So I'm striking that off. Talked about Kansas City University finding a 3-day cure. CDC investigation. That's in the book. Now, can we get real, everybody? I need 3 people to say, yeah, Baron, let's get real. I'm gonna wait because I'm cocky with this one. How can we get rid of the cheese? I'm finna tell you. As soon as I get somebody to say, let's get real, Baron. Oh, I see one. Let's get real. I see. Holy shit, y'all know. All right. So now let me tell you how to kill this virus on a spiritual level. And I'm going to tell you it works for me on every time I get a sickness in my body. And I'm going to tell you guys how to do it. The first thing you want to do, somebody need to get a pen and paper, or make sure you timestamp this video at 21 minutes and 27 seconds. Timestamp it there when you guys watch this video. So I was meditating on how to get rid of this virus. What can I do to get rid of this virus? Because I'm the type of dude, I won't take an aspirin, I won't take nothing like that. It's like whatever going through me is gonna work its way out, or it's gonna work me into the ground. Either way, I know where I'm going, so I'm cool, right? So when I was talking, 2 Orishas came to me. What is sticking me? Oh. When I was talking, 2, don't mind me, I'm antsy. When I was meditating, 2 Orishas came to me. And again, look up the properties and principles of these Orishas. If you guys are in a different culture, nationality group, whether your deities of a Caucasian, Asian, whatever, look up the representation of these deities in your culture. But I was meditating and I needed to know what was going on. And this is step-by-step instruction on how to do this. The first thing you want to do, you want to draw a master circle. You want to draw master circles on the ground with Kaskia, just that Kaskia chalk. You want to draw the master circle. At the head of the circle, where you're facing north, you're going to put Ogun's Veve, or the Veve or Archangel Michael, something like that. His signs and symbols and seals, however y'all call them. I followed Ifa, so I can say Veves. So you're going to put Ogun Veve at the top. Ogun Veve facing north. You're going to put Iku. People don't know. And by the way, Iku is a woman, so everybody stop saying it's a man. It just was a big damn black woman that had a dog, and she just was quiet and she never spoke, and she was a tooth chipper of a woman, though. But she likes to be called the woman. She represents death, but she like to be called the woman. That's what she say to me. So she say, tell them I'm a female, so that I'll let y'all deal with Iku on your own turn. So you put Iku in the south. So you're gonna put Ogun in the north, and you're gonna put Iku in the south inside the master circle. Now you're gonna draw each one of their Veves. If you don't know their Veves, you're gonna write their name out in each one. It works just the same because you're calling upon their energy. Now, in the west, I want you to put Eshu, not Elegba, Eshu. I mean in the east. God forgive me. I want it, yeah, Eshu in the east. You're going to put Eshu in the east. Now, in the west, this is going to be crazy because you're going to put Oduduwa. Oduduwa. I don't know what, I haven't done that much research on Oduduwa and other cultures, but you guys got to research Oduduwa and see about it going into other cultures, what that would represent, the void, the cosmic mother. I don't know. Cosmic brother, because they say he a man, then they say it's a woman. I don't know. It's just a void to me. Infinite stuff. So you're going to put Oduduwa in the west. So you put Oduduwa in the west. Now, this is very important. This is very important. I need you guys to be in a very dark room when you do this. If you could get into a closet, a bathroom, turn off the lights, put tape under the door, dark this fucking room out to where no light comes through it. Not a smidgen. It need to be dark. If you look at your hand, you won't be able to see your hand from 5 feet in front of you. You can even wear a face mask, but the room still has to be dark as you can get it. You can wear eye protection. You cannot see any light while you're doing this. Now, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to turn to the east and you're going to ask S.O.L. You're going to ask S.O.L. Boom. Turn to the east. You're going to ask S.O.L. You're going to say, S.O.L. I need for you to allow the healing vibrations of the earth, because S.O.L. controls the earth. He rules the earth. Google this shit. He rules the earth. I'm gonna need you to, you're gonna ask S.O.L. to give you all the vibration, all the good feelings and generated the Mother Earth taking care of her kid. You're gonna ask him to shoot all of that energy from the earth up into your body, from your feet. From your feet, boom. And you ask him. Now, after you ask him this, you're gonna turn to your left because you're facing east. This is a ritual that I did myself in my spirit closet right here. You're gonna turn to the left. Now you're facing Ogun. You're gonna say, hey Ogun, I know you're used to taking care of the physical issues in my life. I know you're used to battling these physical issues, cutting the ties of these physical issues and emotional. Right now, I need you to go in there with a surgical blade. And I need you to get to cut these energies that's binding this virus, this electrical virus to me. Because one thing you got to understand about Ogun, he is the god, he is the Orisha of technology, metallurgy, war. Wow. And this is a technical virus that we're going through. I mean, check out Uncanny X-Men Legacy Virus if you really want to get into the comic book world, but I'm not going to put that in, and that's for my other friends that's into the comic books, and we talk about how our comics and shit is related. So Legacy Virus, if you want to sit up there and talk about how it is in the comic books. But this right here. So you come to Ogun and you say, Ogun, I know you're used to doing this shit on the physical for me, but right now I need you to do it on the technological inside, cutting this electrical energy that these viruses are using to connect each other. Now, once you ask Ogun to do that, he's gonna do it. Now, I need you to do an about face. If you ever been in the military, that's just putting the right leg behind you, spinning around, and you're gonna do an about face, and you're gonna look to the south. So first, east, north, south. So now you're gonna look to the south. You're gonna look to the south at Iku, and you're gonna say, hey, Iku, you have a scythe. You're deaf, damn near. You have a scythe. I need for you to, once Ogun sever these ties with some shit, I'm gonna need you to put all of the recesses that can come back and hook back up. I'm gonna need you to put that virus to death. I'm gonna need you to come through and cut it. I'm gonna need you to come through and cut it. She gonna say, gotcha, I'm cutting it. After you say what you say to her, say your prayer to her to cut that, I meant to kill it and to like just shred it, cut the strings that it can't reattach. Then you're gonna turn to the west, and this is the most important part of this ritual to get rid of this coronavirus or any sickness in your body. It is what it is. You're gonna turn to the west, and now you're gonna talk to Oduduwa. Now this is the reason why the room need to be jet fucking black. No light, no nothing. You're gonna talk to Oduduwa. Keep in mind, you're doing this all while being in the master circle. You're doing this all while being in the circle. You can even get a chair and do it for the older people, but I like to stand when I'm doing it. So you're gonna turn to Oduduwa. The room need to be jet black. You're gonna have a phone somewhere, or with no lights in the room. I really don't like taking your phone because I did it. I put my phone in a black cloth and I was doing it. I had already preset it to play music because Oduduwa likes live music because live music represent vibration. And what Oduduwa doing, they're taking the ions and neutrons and positrons out the air. I'm not a scientist, y'all. They taking all that out the air, and she is gonna bathe your body with it. So now you're gonna get it from the ground. Once you get it from the ground, you gotta get it from circulating in the air, and that's gonna come down. Now that's another vibration trembling, causing your body to, you'll feel tingling in your hands, your thumbs, starting in your thumbs, you'll feel it in your thumbs. That's when you know that you're doing it right. And it'll come to your hand, and then you do that type of stuff right there. Now with Oduduwa, she loves live music. So sometimes I have a drum in my closet. I take Ogun's drum off of his altar, and I'm sitting up there. Boo, 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 boo. I'm playing it. I'm coming up with a rhythm. I'm singing my heart out, and that's putting on a show for Oduduwa. That's putting on the show for Oduduwa. You know what I'm saying? And after you done ask Ogun, after you done ask Eshu, Ogun, Iku, and now you saying it's the Duduwa, you're gonna sit up there and notice that you're gonna start feeling better. This you only have to do this for 2 hours. If you do it right, it should take 2 hours, complete darkness. Now, let me explain to you why Oduduwa is important in this ritual when you're trying to cure your body of any sickness. Now, everybody know that the human body is basically a thermonuclear reactor. We emit light. That's how we know the pigmentation of our skin, because our cells constantly always tear and explode and making small nuclear bursts. So give you this chocolate skin color, give you a nice peanut butter complex. However, so when you're in the dark and Oduduwa is there and is listening to music, and you're playing your live music and you're doing your little drums, you're causing each one of these cells to explode. Now, when your cells are exploding, they crave light to renew themselves, to replenish themselves. Without a light source being able to come from the sun or anywhere else, your body will adapt to this. Now, with all this darkness, your body is going to create so much light. Your aura is going to enhance because it wants, your eyes need to see what's going on. But in pitch black, you can't see it. So your body going to generate all this light, all this healing light. Now, you just told Ogun and Iku and Eshu, they allow you to be healed. Now, with all this light source, guess what? Your body is creating all that light, sucking up all that light from the darkness, just so it can radiate through your body. And guess what? Your body gonna begin to heal itself. Your cells gonna be beginning to replicate itself, repair itself. Viruses, mucus, membranes, all that shit is gonna pop and start healing itself. That internal fire that's in you will begin to heal your body. That's why you meditate in the dark. That's why you focus in the dark. But not too many people sit up here and use Oduduwa or know how to use Oduduwa to heal themselves. If we come from a cosmic void, don't you think the cosmic void will give us life again? I mean, this is simple, and I know I'm sitting up here saying this is simple because it's laid out in my head to me, because I done read so many books and I done talked to so many spiritual people and all this stuff, so I know it. And it feels damn good to know it. So, absolutely, this life, thank you. I have ailments to heal. Yes, you have ailments to heal from. This is the way to do it. This is why everybody say when you get sick, they make you lay down and close your eyes and go to sleep. No TV, no nothing. That's half the trick. You need to submerge yourself in complete darkness and allow that skin, this pigment, this energy inside you to burst and burn that shit off of you. Because one thing our body crave is sunlight. They say the sunlight heals the skin, darkness heals the inside. So if you want to get anything that's dark and malice and disease in your body, you're gonna have to put yourself in a real black, dark space where totally void of light, and allow your body to say, shit, I need to be able to see what's coming. It's a self-defense mechanism. Having a self-defense mechanism, that's what your white blood cells are for. Notice the thing, darkness and white, black and white. Your white blood cells gonna kick in and start fighting everything, because your white blood cells need solar energy to heal itself. And that's how you do it. This is what they told me. It may not make sense to you guys, but the Baron is okay. I'm a salesman where I was till the job got laid off or whatever and all that stuff due to this shutdown, and the manager couldn't do it, and he's a great guy. But I was out there knocking on doors, still selling stuff to people. People, oh, aren't you scared you're gonna get sick? No. Why? Because I'm immortal. I say crazy stuff like that, but in my mind, I really do believe I can't get sick, because I know the power that I possess, and I know the stuff inside of me, and I know how to get rid of it in case this bug do infect my body. because I got my saints and my Arisha and my God to protect me. You guys need to start feeling the same way. So that's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to hold it up to show you how I wrote it. I don't know if the light's going to get it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably the light beaming off the white page. That's right. Brittany Love. You gotta think you're immortal. And if you think you're immortal, can't no sickness get to you. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now, that was my little spiel. I know it went a little long on telling you how to get rid of, but I want you guys to truly understand what this is. So before I go to the next little bullet point I got, hey, how you doing? What'd you say, Jay? We would take a picture and post it. Yes, we'll take a picture and post it on Instagram, and I'll decorate a little more to make sure you do it. So the four deities you're gonna be using when you're doing this spell to cure yourself for any and all diseases, the way that I explained it, you're gonna be using Ogun, Eshu, Iku, and Oduduwa. I'll post it and make sure it's on my Instagram. So you guys go to my Instagram, look out for that either tonight or tomorrow. Look out for it, and I'll have the pattern, how the circle should be drawn, and all that stuff and everything like that. So now I'm finna go to this 5G thing, right? Now with this 5G, there's a story involved too, by the way, y'all. So I want y'all to bear with me. If y'all could get past this story, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about this 5G. So here goes the story, in my experience, I should say. So, thank you. Someone text her the IG name for the Baron. So check this out, right? So in my neighborhood, and it should be in your neighborhood too. And I mean, like I say, look it up. I mean, I'm drinking Crown Royal, y'all. By the way, so I'm relaxing this. I ain't got to be to work for a while. So, in my neighborhood, they're tearing up our roads. They're tearing up our roads, and they have been doing it for about 2 weeks. They tore up the road on 3 different streets in our neighborhoods. On every 4-way traffic stop and like major lights, you'll drive up the road here in Orlando, and you'll see them tearing up the road, and they're putting fiber optics down. I was looking at the name on the van. It says data cable coding systems and all this other stuff. So they're laying these 5G wires down in our communities in order to connect us better. Now, here is where the shit got real crazy for me. All right, I'm a spiritualist, I'm empathic, I'm telepathic, I'm universal pathic, however you want to call it, spiritualist. So for 2 weeks, I was standing in one spot, had my shoes on, when I had my shoes on, when I had my shoes off. My right ankle, the heel, my right heel would vibrate as if my phone was on my hip vibrating. And it would be vibrating so bad, and I look down and I was like, damn, it's my phone. And it don't, so then I'm like pressing, and it's like, I mean a real vibrate. So I asked Jazz, I say, Jazz, I say, touch my leg and see is it vibrating. And I stood still, and she's like, I can't feel it. But like she touched my skin and everything, I couldn't feel it. It was vibrating like hell for a while. And it wasn't like it went dead vibrating, like you get that like it's dead. I mean, it was like I'm standing in one spot, having a conversation with somebody, and that right ankle bone, the heel, would vibrate. And it did it so much that I didn't even like to put my foot down. Then when I would be sitting down, I would walk and my ankle is killing me. And I'm stretching and I'm putting my massager on it. I'm doing everything. And it would just hurt. It was hurt. And I guarantee this, 90% of the people on the planet, their right foot hurt. Their right foot hurt. If you were born from 57 on up, your right ankle is killing you for no reason. You drive your car, you get out your car, it's dead. You lay in the bed, lay down too long, it's hurting. When you walk, you have to adjust it. I'm just saying, try it. So now, I'm sitting up there and I'm wondering, like, why the fuck is all this vibration going on why is all this shit going on? And I'm wiggling my foot right now because I can still under the desk, and I can still feel the vibration, although it stopped. Now for 2 weeks this was going on to the point I thought I was going crazy. I'm squeezing my ankle, I'm rubbing it, I'm massaging it, I'm putting the little vibrating ball thing on it to make sure bone ain't got no bone spurs. I'm Googling. Now, they closed one hole after they was laying down these fiber optic. They closed one hole, then they went to another street about 3 or 4 blocks over, and they opened up another hole and they started doing it again. Once they start doing it the same, once they did it from this one over here on the right side of the street and they went 2 blocks over, it was like it cased me in. So now I'm still feeling the vibration from my right ankle, and after that, now I find myself so lethargic and I can't think. Listen to me, people. I couldn't think. I found myself, and I wrote it down, all my symptoms, right? I found myself zoning out. I'm sitting up here like this. Never in the hell have I sat up here and just looked at my telephone screen and looked at the picture on it. And I'm just looking at the picture on it like this for 10 to 15 to 20 minutes. Just looking at it. Why am I doing this? It was so much 5G shit going around me that it dulled my brain down, which is doing to every last single one of us spiritual people and even the non-spiritual people, because we're in the same boat. So I'm sitting up there just zoning out. And I'm getting mad and I'm getting frustrated because I can't move. I'm zoning out. So then I was like, man, I said, what can I do? And I saw, and I don't know who Instagram page it was, and if I could remember, I promise I would shoot them out. But they one of my Instagram followers and friends, whatever. And they said you need to eat foods that raise your vibration. So I stopped drinking the sweets and stuff, and I got on an alkaline-based diet. Alkaline water, alkaline foods, cabbages. And I had to do that shit for 7 days in order for me to function like I am now. And I was like, this is maddening, man. I couldn't focus. I couldn't make a video. That's why I didn't upload a video for 2 damn weeks. I went to do it, and as soon as I click, and I'm like, sleep at my desk like this. I wake up, mouse in my hand, video still haven't uploaded. That 5G is toxic to us. Spiritual people, it is detrimental. Is detrimental a word? I don't know, goddammit. I'll make it up. So now another part of this 5G, because I got a bullet point out. Vibrations in my right foot heel bone. I talked about that. It's a feeling happy or non-combatant in hostile situations. Let me tell you guys about this shit with 5G. So now, here it is. I'm in a hostile situation. I'm supposed to be combating as hell. People argued at me, calling me out my name. And it wasn't like being a spiritual person. I hold myself at a higher standard of everybody else. It was just a simple fact that if you talk to the Baron in any kind of way, or well, I should say if you talk to Eddie in any kind of way, I'm not going for that shit. You got to respect me. If I don't do nothing to you, you got to respect this right here. It is what it is. Don't let the spiritual shit fool you. It's not a smooth tasting drink, right? But I found myself so non-combatant. Get out of my way, you shithead, you and I'm like, okay. And people sitting out there like, you need to move. And I'm like, okay. And it's like I had no ability, I had no cognitive function to defend myself against any kind of attack, against anything. It was just like I was so zoned out, dread. And this is me walking around my everyday life. This is due to 5G, man. They're going to take this frontal lobe that we got, that survival shit, and it's going to be so saturated with these badass waves and shit till it's going to make us very complacent. People worrying about them pumping our ass with a serum to get us to obey. Man, you turn that shit on and them brain waves hit your ass, this psychedelic trip they take our ass on, and bitch, you come over there and knock you out with a bag of nickels, and you'll never know. You damn, what the fuck just happened? You won't have a memory of it because I was losing track of time. Before they started putting this 5G up, I was living 7 days in the future. How the hell can that happen, right? As you see on some of my readings, I don't know if I posted it yet, But in some of my readings, people will call in to get a reading. I'm like, damn, I read this person before. And I'm not even reading the cards anymore. I'm telling everybody I'm telling them what they were gonna say, and I'm hearing them what they're gonna say before they say it. And I'm like, damn, this 7 days in the past, and I catch myself. After they put that 5G shit in my community, man, I was dumbed down. So dumbed down. Dumbed down. But I was feeling happy about it. I was happy to be dumb. It's like they triggered some joy buzzer in your brain, and they made you a zombie, but you had a joy buzzer in the brain, and this shit is crazy. If I wouldn't have looked at that Instagram post, God damn it, I just wish I knew that person's name, because I would send you to that person's page. I promise I would. Eat foods that raise your vibration. Drink alkaline water to make your body an alkaline body. I ordered a water filtration system for my house and everything. I'm telling you, I had to do this right here. And after doing this for 7 days, 10 days, I start feeling better. You look at your boy, I'm more adamant on this video than I've been in a long time. Yeah, that 5G is a bitch. Let me go to the next one. Bad headaches. I had some of the worst headaches. It's like my blood pressure was high. My eyeballs felt like they were gonna pop out of my head.
According to Mayo Clinic.
Stop. You see how that shit, anytime you go to talking, this is how you know when somebody listening to you. And I'm a conspiracy theorist, but why did my phone just pop up when I say high blood pressure? The thing say, according to the Mayo Clinic, yes, they're listening. I'm not doing anything bad. I ain't bucking the system, y'all. I'm just talking. This is entertainment. so check this out, right? So the whole time these wires was exposed in my community, for 2 weeks I had the worst headaches. I would come home and I would just lay down and I would just put some over my head, put an ice pack over my eyes, and it felt like my eyes were gonna pop out of my head. I had the worst headache of my life, and it wasn't like a migraine. It was a constant irritating headache, and it lasted for 2 weeks. When I leave my neighborhood and I'm at work, I'm cool. When I'm out there selling, I'm cool. As soon as I got back to my house, boom, it hit. And I was like, something is so wrong with this. Something is so wrong with me. My blood pressure is okay. Went to the doctor, I'm good. Your boy healthy. What the hell is going on? Bad headaches because of this 5G shit. The last one, it say, not being able to see the future. I literally wrote that shit down. I was not able to do a authentic card reading without having to sweat. I mean, I was in a cold sweat in order to get to the spirit, because this 5G blocked my access to the spirit like it was shit. And the Baron has always been with me. When I say since I was 13 years old, I always had the Baron or a form of a spirit with me. I couldn't hear him. I couldn't see him. And I did a video. It's on my Patreon, y'all. I haven't uploaded, but I got it. The Archangel Raziel. I mean, not Raziel, I'm sorry. That's my son. The Archangel Uriel came down, and he had to break that hold on me. And he told me, God told him to break that hold on me to free my mind, to clear my mind up, because people still needed my help. He wouldn't let me dumb down. And if you know anything about the Archangel Uriel, he can only be commanded by God, y'all. So what that tell y'all? The Baron here to help. Not plugging myself, not being shameless or nothing. But I'm telling y'all guys what it is. I started redoing my house, and I did my house in black, red, gray, and white. From my bedroom all the way over my whole house. I just changed the color to it, and I got a red light around my house. And as I started researching Uriel some more, they say when you start to get ready to sin, you want to turn everything into red. You want to put red lights around your whole house. It's like red lights, red light. Why the hell do I have a red light bulb in my house? Who the hell has a red light bulb? That's divine telling that this Archangel had to come down and heal. So people, try to contact the Archangel Uriel. When this 5G is asking with you, contact Uriel, man. Throw it out there. On my Patreon, once I upload the video, I'm gonna put it out there and do the whole Patreon thing. And you guys be able to see what I'm talking about, and you guys know everything about Uriel, cause he's a bad jammer boy. He don't play. I mean, he is a woo. His name translates fire of God, light of God. We dealing with this darkness, so we need some light. Fire of God. So yeah, so he came down and he cured me. Uriel came down and cured me via God message, and he say I still got some help I need to do with you guys. So that's why I'm here today, strong like this, with all this energy blaring off to you guys. So now there's one thing I want to talk to you guys about, and this is for my female viewers. My This is just for my female viewers. Brothers, I'm sorry, but the spirit told me to do this for my female viewers. So at my last live, I think I spoke about a bath, and I had to tell you guys what this bath is for. So I told you guys there was this bath that can be taken. I'm not taking. There was this bath mixture that I am waiting on my shipment to come, because I'm gonna make it myself. They gave me the recipe in my heart and in my mind, and I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna send out little vials of this. Uh, I don't know how I'm gonna select it. Whatever spirit lay on my heart, I probably have. Excuse me, I probably have Jazz, select the females or however. I don't know. I'll come up with something how to do it. But I'm waiting on my shipment of materials to come from China, because that's where surprisingly they don't make it in Damascus. It's supposed to be in a Middle Eastern herb and all that stuff that's supposed to do it. But China holds the plant. China has been growing the plant for the past, 500 years. What did China know? Son of a dude, son of a bitches. Did not saying Chinese people are bitches. I'm just pissed off that I can't even get it from the source region where it's supposed to come from. That I have to get it from a third party source. So that's that. Well, so these are the ingredients. You can't find it like this. You have to go to this China website. I think it's called Good Life Leads or something. I don't know. I can't, but I know I ordered it. I ain't checking my emails right now. So it's called soap wort. It's called soap wort and tamarisk, not turmeric, tamarisk. Now, this is only for the ladies and people. Listen to me good. I'm gonna make the mixture for you guys, and I'm sending it out to the females free. However much I make, I know I already got about seven female friends on here that I talk to, that text me inspirational stuff here and there, send inspirational stuff to the Instagram page and all that stuff. I'm gonna send you guys one just on the house, but I'm gonna make the giant pot they tell me to make. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna put it in a vial, and I'm sending it. It's all on me. I'll say, hey, what's your address, your P.O. box number, and I'll just send it to you. It is what it is. So now, here's where the rubber meet the roads when we come down to this right here, to this particular bath. Do not take this bath thinking this bath is gonna get something off of you. It's not that type of bath. This bath is made for the females who truly want to be holier than holy for a time in their life. So this is the bath you take before you go see God in prayer. Before you go pray to God. Before you go pray to God. Not in Orisha. Not the universe. Not an angel. Before you go pray to the head source of all their power. Before you go pray to that, you need to take this bath for 7 days. And I'm going to make the giantest fucking pot I can to give everybody a 7-day bath of this stuff. Whoever I choose, I'm only going to order it one time, because that's all they told me to do. And I obey. I'm going to order it one time, and I'm going to make this big giant pot one time, and I'm going to fill it up, 7-day bath, however much it lasts, that's who it's going to. Whoever spirit say send it to this one, send it to this one, send it to this one. This will only be going to the females, okay? And this is only going to the females that spirit feel the need to select, because these are the females who really need to come and talk to him. So if you get this bath, be more than willing to, after you take this bath, to shut out all of the world and get your ass in a closet somewhere, and you pray your ass off, and you ask the divine, holy mother, father, cosmic owl, whatever you consider them to be, You ask them and you pray and you beg, and don't pray, oh, help me with a light bill, help me get a car, help me with my son craziness, help me with my daughter's left foot who toenail is turning up and sticking her ass, or help me with my Stephanie Barbaritis bumps on my neck. This shit meeting, you need to go in there and you need to act like you a Hasidic Jew and wrap yourself up and you rock and you pray and you stay on your knees for at least 2 hours and you pray and you send that goddamn energy up there to him, because this is the only way the female can truly do this. And it's for divine females. Females who need an audience with a higher authority. And they only told me to make a little bit. They only told me to make what I order. So I ordered enough that I'm gonna be like a witch in this bitch brewing something. And I'm just gonna, it's probably gonna cost me a little bit of my own change. But I obey. Spirit been good to me, and I obey. If they say do this, I'm doing it. After you take this for 7 days, that's no sex for 7 days. No form of it for 7 days. Constant meditation to cleanse yourself, to cleanse your body, because you're going to have to come before God in purity. Okay? That's why this is a 7-day thing. It takes 7 days for a woman's body to clean itself out. Y'all women know. Hell, I'm not a woman. It takes 7 days for your body to clean it out. 7 days for you to do this bath. Once you do this bath, then you have the fragrance of this soap wort and tamarisk, and you soaked and bathed in these herbs and plants mixed with a couple other things that a recipe they gave me. You go and you do a prayer to God after you done did this. You don't think he's gonna answer your prayers, ladies? And let me tell you something, ladies, this is the time where you all need to get your shit together and start protecting your men. Black, white, Chinese, it don't matter. Females, you need to get your ass together and start protecting us men. Because guess who the devil or the enemy, whatever you call them, is going to come at first? They're going to come at your men. They're going to come at your men. They're going to come at your men in the form of a lot of nonsense. A form of a lot of shit to get them trapped up. Anger, animosity, jealousy. It's going to come that way. So females, you guys got to be there, and you got to ask God for the power to protect your sons, to protect your husbands, your boyfriend. Hell, protect your side pieces. I'm a realist. I'm just telling you, the Spirit has been showing me so much and telling me what I need to do. And for an archangel to come down and unlock this shit that they were binding me with, to tell me that I still need to do this I still got work to do on behalf of God, by all means, man, I'm on it. I'm on it. And he says I need to rebuild these women up to the way they need to be, because the women got to protect us. I know for so long the men was dying in the street to make a way for a woman. But right now, y'all got to have that. Y'all got to have our back emotionally. Because we can't make it. We the one got to go out there and get food. We the one got to sit up there and get our ass handed to us. We the one got to look like heroes and protectors to you guys. And if you guys feel we ain't worth it, or on this red pill, blue pill shit that I keep hearing people talk about, then the whole generation is going to fail. I ain't trying to cash up all dues, but I'm just telling you what God, in the vision that I was told, that our women is going to have to take care of us. Mary took care of Jesus. Jesus had 2 Marys. I ain't finna get into the Bible with you guys, but a mother named Mary and a wife named Mary, I refuse. I refuse to marry a girl named Ella. Ella was my mama. I ain't married no girl named Ella. That's a little joke. I always make that joke to myself and my boys. But yeah. That's what's going on with that one. So I'm going to make the potion, and I'm going to send it out to who the Spirit tell me to send it out to. No favoritism, no nothing. I'm just going to send it out to the people they already said send it out to, and we're going to get this right. 7-day bath. You only take this if you're serious about having an audience with God. So it's not going to take it and you want to clean your skin. It's not for that. This is to cleanse you, that you going to look good when God come down and God grants you that audience or his representative, because we don't want to be stinking of sin. We don't want to be stinking of doubt, fear, despair, dread. We want to go to him as clean, as pure as we can, women. and you gotta go out there and you gotta be demanding and you gotta beg and hey, I need your help. Protect my son, protect my husband, protect my brothers in the Middle East, protect my brothers in China, protect all the male phalluses out there that you feel the need to protect. Even if they sway towards the opposite, the same sex relationship, there still has that male energy and they still need to be protected. This is a vital thing. Spirit is telling us we got to protect the men of this world. Women, you got to protect the men of this world. They need it. So don't think that, okay, I'm going to be high and mighty and haul ass and leave and, oh, he can do it on himself. I can go get the next best motherfucker. That particular person, if you just pour a little bit into that man could be a great protector for you. Hey, Tori. Tori and Rory. Yeah, that's what Spirit told me. So that was the bullet points on this. And I'm making that bath. It's a 7-day bath. If you get it, God bless you. Because he the one did it. So now I did my screaming and my bitching on what all I wanted to talk about. It's been an hour. I think that's the quickest I ever did a live. So now I want to talk to you guys about the future. Like in this is like how I've been having these visions. That's right, all of them, no matter what. I've been having these visions lately, right, in real time. And I have to catch myself because these visions in real time, they're making me afraid. And I'm not a fearful person, trust me. But having these visions in real time is really making me afraid of a lot of stuff, man. And almost as if I can't trust what I'm seeing to be actuality. So I'm learning how to develop breakers, how they say landmarks. I'm learning how to develop landmarks in my visions that I don't lose myself in the spirit realm too much, that I still have to have landmarks to be here. That's right, you protecting, bro. Tori. Oh boy. That's a hell of a reading, man. Wait till y'all hear that one. Y'all gonna understand. So yeah, so I'm having daylight dreams when I'm awake, not when I'm asleep, not when I'm meditating. So the most recent one I had, and it kind of blew my mind. It freaked me out, right? Because I remember at one point I was living 7 days in the future, you know, and I learned how to see things coming. But this is not like that. This is far, far in the future. Excuse me, you guys. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So dealing with these visions that's happening in real life. So I'm walking and I'm looking at the streets and the roads. And as I'm walking and I'm looking at the streets and the roads, they don't look like my street. They don't look like my roads. The cars don't look like the cars I would typically drive. And they don't look too damn futuristic like flying cars and shit all shaped like M&Ms. It don't look like that. But you can tell these aren't our cars. And the most I can say, I'm about 100, 200 years in the future. And but I'm on the same road that look a little different. Trees, buildings, they look a little different. Now this is in real time, as I'm driving a car, by the way. So I'm like, holy shit. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh man. I say, that's not supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. That's not there. But now I know the building that's coming, the building that are to come. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm rocking because I'm nervous, right? I'm in traffic. I'm like, oh my God. You know, like, how do I get back? So now I'm feeling like I've transferred my consciousness into a further along Baron or Eddie or whatever I'm in. So I'm like, boom. So I'm seeing everything through that representation of myself versus here and now. And I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna live 200 years? No, Nobody's gonna live that damn long. That covenant was broken a long time ago. So what's going on? So now it's either a reincarnated version of me, or I'm living through the eyes of my grandchild or my kids. Either way, I'm there. And I'm seeing all of this take place. And I'm seeing where robberies are gonna take place. And I'm seeing where people are gonna lose their lives at. And I'm seeing where people are gonna lose money at in the stock market. I'm seeing stock market, but I can't bring it back and remember it to my head. Only thing I know, I got an inkling to try to get into the stock market, but I don't know which ones because it's not my reality to be that way. It's that version of me. So I say, how can I do this and still remain who I am, and see, can I retain some of these memories and things? And I'm rocking right now because it's panicking to me. It's panicking to me because I don't know what it is. I never experienced this, and I don't know how many spiritual people has ever experienced something along these lines right here. But I have, and it's a scary thing. It's fearful not to know where you're at when you wake up in your head, and you like, oh shit. Now, call yourself back. That's a good thing. I never thought about that, saying, hey, telling myself to get back. But then we nosy as hell. We know we want to see, can we see what the hell we can see what we can take. And I'm guilty of that. But I have to get a handle on this thing, man. I have to get a handle on this thing because being so spiritual, I gotta get a handle on this, man, because you can get too spiritual, and you can be touched by these angels and gods and stuff, and you can be touched, and you can get so far out there that you forget who you are. You see these people driving around, walking around, and they arguing with themselves, and they doing that. Oh, Jazz say, don't forget to like the video, the Alchemist and all that stuff. uh, yeah, so that's what's been going on with me. It's like I find myself in a whole nother time zone. I'm in a whole nother timeline, time zone. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about it. Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. But I find myself in a whole different time zone, timeline, time essence, whatever, to which I'm experiencing something that I have no goddamn business experiencing. I don't supposed to be experiencing this. It's a timeline. That's right. Okay, Emily Carr. You said timeline. I was 14. I seen this. Wow. So, yeah. I can't retain the memories, y'all. I can't bring it back with me. What I see, I can't bring it back. Only thing I know the smell is different. The energy is different. The taste of the air is different. Everything is so damn different, that. But why would I go up there and I'm seeing when people are getting hurt, or I'm seeing a lot of depression, a lot of sadness and sorrow? Even 200 years from now, the spirit has a plan for my spirit to be a helper, a protector. And I'm not gonna say it's a curse that I'm passing on to my son or my offspring. I'm gonna say it's a gift, but I think it's a path that I'm supposed to walk in every timeline. That just was a private thought, y'all. I do apologize if I zoned out a little bit on you guys. I still haven't made hair nor hide of it. I don't know. Do they want me to take over that version of myself body when I'm there and walk around and save people because I have the energy now, and because my offspring in the future don't have the energy or the ability or the dimensions, yes, to do it, that I supposed to take over? But I'm always still sitting in the car and I'm just rocking, saying, oh my God, I need to develop a landmark. I need to get back. I need to anchor myself. I don't want to lose myself in this time zone. I don't want to lose myself in this time zone. I don't want to lose myself on this timeline. I'm always telling myself, no, 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 and I'm holding back. I don't know. Walking off balconies. Oh, God help me. I got some Ashe hand. Oh my God, y'all! Like, yeah, it's crazy. That's something I'm still working on. I gotta see what's my purpose, why they keep transferring me to the future, and things of that nature. But I will tell you this: if I do go to the future, I'm gonna bring something back. I'm gonna bring some intelligence back, so I know I ain't crazy, y'all, and y'all will know I ain't crazy. You know, yeah. It gets deep, man. It get deep. Being a spiritualist, it get real deep. Card readings, everything is good. It's cool. That's a low energy part of it. But when you get into that high vibration and you can transcend your soul and your consciousness to a whole nother timeline, a date, time, all this shit that man, that's when you're dealing with the big boys. That's when you're dealing with the powers that be. That's when you're dealing with that real life stuff, man. And you dealing with that real life stuff. That's when you gotta be very secure in yourself, man. You gotta know that you can go somewhere and not fall off the cliff. And I know they say God will never put nothing on you that you can't handle, but God damn it, I would like a warning. Prep me for it. Let me know what I can do. Just prep me for it. I'm gonna change the subject, y'all. I'm gonna change the subject because I ain't got no way around how to decipher that for you guys to tell you guys other than that's what the hell been going on with me. And oh my God, yeah, I don't believe that. Oh Lord, somebody just I'm fucking stop letting fear take over you. I know, right? I know. If you guys ain't experienced it, you guys know. I mean, it's not so much as fear. It's just you go to sleep or you're driving and you're seeing the Wawa, and then next time you don't see a Wawa there, you see a 10-story building with Kovac signs all over the damn thing, and you like, I know I just seen the Wawa. Why the fuck is this here? And you don't know, do you turn? The traffic lights then change, the road change. You don't know, should you drive? Is it gonna be a hill over there? If you're gonna run the red light, it's so like, what's going on? And you pause and you get, and I get to rocking because I panic because no, oh God, what to do, and I gotta find landmarks. So I'll get through it one day. I'll get through it. So right now, I've exhausted everything I wanted to talk about that was on my heavy on my heart, and I'm gonna see can I read this screen and see if you guys got some requests that you guys want me to talk about because I want to say something before I get out of here. But I'll listen to you guys. Baron, what kind of empath would you describe yourself as? Multi universal. Is like a multi universal because I can travel to each universe, each timeline, each time zone, and figure out what's going on with somebody. So I'm multi universal empath, mainly on the warrior side of light, bringing light, love, and happiness, but with a sword. If that make any sense to you? I do health readings. I do health readings in the form of a chakra balancing reading. So you guys could go to the website and see that. Hey yo, bit. I'm gonna learn a new language this year. God damn it. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. That's what's up. Yo, Baron. You got the T. You got the T virus. I don't even know what that means, man. Oh boy. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Does Trump win 2020? Sure the hell he do. Sorry to say it, but he does. He just rescued everybody. Who wouldn't vote for him? People gotta understand, but that's all in the plan. He wins. Regardless how you feel about him, he wins. So that Trinity, that part. Exactly. The last president, there's a book on that. That's right. Oh, the tyrant virus, more commonly known. I'm gonna research that. Can you address the ancestor money? Why or why not you use it? I don't use ancestor money because I just never ever it was never brought up into my spiritual upbringing. The majority of the ancestor money I've seen, it has the president of China on it, by the way, Dong Long Fong. I don't know if that's his real name, but I'm like, in my mind, why would my ancestor need money? Not saying it's not a purpose to it. So let me clear that before I get some clap back. There may be a purpose to it, but during my magical education and upbringing, my grandma, my mom, and everybody didn't mention ancestor money to me. I didn't learn about ancestor money until 2016, what it was and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I have no use for it. I never use it on my ancestor altars or anything. I'd rather give them fruit, cigars, candy, stuff they like, spring water, flowers. I'd rather give them something they can absorb energy from and get enjoyment from versus money, because they can't spend it. But that's just my personal preference. That's why I don't use it, because it never was brought into me. But it's being used and sold, so there's a purpose to it. Any other questions? Specific phrases in your dreams that stick with you. So, a phrase that I heard in my dream, and this is really cool. A phrase that I heard in my dream when I was trying to start my businesses. And the person I was with at that time, not going to say any names, the person I was with at that time was really backing me down. Like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. Don't. And I just kept hearing a deep voice, and it says, and you guys can quote me on this. It says, deny Odysseus his journey, then who the hell is Odysseus? And that stuck with me for a long time, and that stuck with me for the past 8 years now. So I'm like, okay, deny Odysseus his journey, and who the hell is Odysseus? So I went and looked up Odysseus. He was a Greek god. He was a Greek god that fought the gods and defied them, outsmarted them, becoming one of the greatest people of the Grecian pantheon. So again, he went and lived his life and did what he wanted to do to become who he was. He wouldn't have never been wrote about in the history books if he wouldn't have took that journey. So deny Odysseus his journey, then who the hell is Odysseus? Then there was another saying that I stuck out in my dream that spirit told me. They said folly. I want to make sure I get it right. They said folly plus laughter. Folly times laughter minus hope equals failure. You figure it. But folly is being a fool. Laughter, people laughing at you. You have no hope to overcome that situation. You know, typically you don't want to do it again. So you'll fail at that particular task. So I guess it's telling me to be brave. If I fall on my face, people laugh at me or they judge me or do anything, you know, just keep going. Ashe. So yeah, that's some of the things that stuck out in my dream. Any other questions, you guys? I know I'm missing a lot when I'm explaining, but I for help me, can I pair it with him? Yeah, hey, listen, if you guys ever bought the Baron Spice, you can pair that with any other oil that you have. No, Trump is not the last president. He is not the last president. There will always be a president. Okay? He's just going to win the election again from what they're showing me. But yeah, when you buy the Baron Spice, it can be paired with anything. The Baron Spice is just an extra kick because of the evos I made in there and the oils I made and how I prayed over and set it on the altar. I mean, and set it on the sigil of, like, the positive one, set it on the sigil of Jupiter, symbol of Jupiter, and done it like that, and powered the positive one like that, and then set it on the sigil, the red one, set it on the sigil of war and anything chaos, magic, and all that shit. That's the red. So you can use it with anything of that variations, and it's your discretion. Thank you. I'm at work and keep the thumbs okay. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. I mean, I'm enjoying this. Wow. Thanks, Regina Render. Thanks. Boss Lady Libra. This thing moving so fast. Why do we have Trump? Let me tell you something. If you guys ever heard of the anti-life equation, I mean, and Google it. God help me. It's a DC comic book thing. If you guys stop reading my phone, the phone monitoring the phone is popping up. Shit, every time you say words, it'll pop up. So I guess they watching me here. But if you ever heard of the anti-life equation, they
I
do.
can search the web for that. Just tap the search chip below.
No, I don't need you to search it. Thank you, whoever you are. That's what happens a lot. I ain't touching that phone. Y'all see my hands here. Turn off the phone. They watch it. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Oh. What? I want to block whoever the fuck just said that. I'm gonna get a mediator in this shit, asking how big somebody's hot dog is. That's rude. Message deleted. Thank you. Block that ass wagon. All right. So, what's it? Oh yeah. Oh yes. What Trump represents. If you guys ever heard of the anti-life equation, it's the last. We're in the last 4 words of the anti-life equation. This is the folly. This is the folly. This is the folly part of that anti-life equation in DC Comics. Dark Side is always looking for it. I wrote a paper on it in 2007, but I never published it, so I was afraid. Yeah. So, but yeah, we're in the last one. Trump is a fool president. It's a folly situation. People he pick at, handicap people. He do all kind of rude shit. He's a fool. He's a showman. Now, if you get folly, and if you go through folly, this is all to make us submissive, to subjugate us. He's the president that's gonna subjugate, that's gonna break our willpower, our hope, because some shit is gonna happen under his rule. It's gonna break our hope, and it's gonna be folly, and we're gonna think it's a joke. Why this shit coming in, jabbing us in the ass? He's gonna think it's a joke, and then that's when the real hitman gonna come and do what he gotta do. Now, I'm not saying this dude is a bad president, so please don't take it, because he has his purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Obama inspired hope. Obama came before his time, y'all. Obama was supposed to be the very last president of the United States of America, because he inspired hope. If you follow the rule of Pandora's box, you'll understand hope was the last thing to come out. Obama ran on hope. He wasn't supposed to win, and he wasn't supposed to emerge, but they brought him to emerge right before folly. Now, there's a reason, and again, I wrote the paper on the anti-life equation. There's a reason why hope came before folly, and that was to break the cycle. That was to break the cycle of all this negativity shit that's going on with us. It was supposed to be supplanted right before folly, right before Trump. Trump represent folly. Look at the anti-life equation. Mr. Miracle here. He was supposed to come to break it up, but also he was supposed to come at the end in order to reset everything on hope to merge us back together. But he broke up a lot of stuff. I'm talking, people may not understand me, but maybe I'll do it. Shit, maybe I'll just read the paper that I wrote on the anti-life equation, and I'll put it on the new Vimeo Patreon thing that I got. But yeah, any other questions, y'all? Exactly. Keep talking. We want to hear. So should we leave before Trump does this? No. Ain't nothing gonna happen to us. We're not gonna die. No nuclear bomb, no eradication, no life on the brink of extinction. None of that shit, man. We're trying to get into the era of technology, oneness, togetherness, one world order type shit. You think they're gonna destroy the world before that shit come into play? No. They need their time to bullshit and harass us. Okay? This ain't the government, by the way, that's ringing me. Y'all forgive me, I gotta check my messages. All right. So everybody, I'm gonna yeah. Thanks in advance, yes. So again, this took a lot out of me to get up here and come so hard and so strong. And I can see my energy, I can feel my energy dwelling because keep in mind they still got these streets open in my neighborhood. Uh yeah. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and wrap this up for you guys. But hey, before I go, I wanna talk about my Patreon and my Vimeo. Again, I've started. As you guys know, I work for myself. I'm not working anymore. Uh, that's crazy. So yeah, I'm working for myself now. So I have to come up with a different way. So get this. So I got a Patreon and a Vimeo. They will all be in the links of these of this video or my future videos that I upload. I'll be doing my 12 card zodiac reading, 12 card zodiac spread. The first 6 houses will be normal. Those are very important. But if you want to know anything from the 7th to the 12th house relationship, the secondary part will be on the Patreon or the Vimeo. I don't know how the administrator is working it, but so that's gonna be good. So yeah, this is my only source of making income right now. Granted, I got a couple other businesses, but this is what I'm gonna try to do right here because I'm supposed to do this. Spirit said. So all the Patreon and the Vimeo will be in the link below. You guys can also I want to say this: the best zodiac reading, personal zodiac readings that I've ever done or that I ever will do. If I think it's some hard hitting, cold stone, baby, I'm gonna put it on them, and you guys are gonna have to pay for it. Cause it's crazy, man. Cause I be looking at them, and I'm like, oh my God, please let me be able to release this, and then they're like, no. So I'm working out something with the people so I can release it, and I'm gonna pay them for their thing if it's that super hot, and we're gonna put it up there. Also, a lot of my educational stuff will be up there. And again, I'm a mechanical magician, basically. I'm an alchemist, so everything has a purpose and everything, and that's what it's gonna be. And it's gonna be up there. And I don't know how this Patreon work. I don't know how Vimeo work. I'm new to all this, but my administrator knows, and I'm just following the business laws right here, and we're gonna get it together. All right, I'm weighing down. I was thinking that too. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button, y'all. So I'm finna say my phrase. I'm gonna say my phrase right quick. And by the way, that phrase is patented. The logo is patented. God has been good to me. You guys have been good to me. I thank you so much for the support, the belief, and everything else that comes along with it. You guys gave me a platform, and I'll forever be thankful to all of you guys. I mean, from the babas and the sisters and the brothers that shed light on something that I was doing wrong, which I appreciate, and I had to go and check myself. Thank you, because it's all about making each other stronger in this spiritual world, man. In this spiritual thing we fight. What I know, you may not know. What you know, I may not know. And this is how we help. And feel free to email and to say, hey, Baron, I think this can help you out. Or Baron, can I use this? Or I don't mind. People out there know I don't mind if I get that email in time. I'll send it back to you and tell you what to do. It ain't no charge in that. It's just the love, soul to soul, not my stay type stuff, you know. So with that being said, everybody, thanks again. I'm gonna tell you guys to trust the UN universe, because at the end of the day, you all you got. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Because when you share these videos, you not only help me, but you help everybody in our community. And that's what it's all about. Take care. God bless. Much love, y'all. Be safe. Wash your hands. All that good stuff. Don't let Rona whoop us. All right, y'all. All right, now how do I turn it off? I'm still learning, y'all, so don't judge.